We begin with some breaking news from the White House, Brittany.
President Donald Trump says he will impose a 25% tariff on all auto imports coming into the U.S. He says this will spur growth in the U.S., but it also could put a financial squeeze on automakers that do depend on those global supply chains. And yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order taking aim at voting rights and mail-in ballot deadlines. But some say these changes infringe on a state's right to run its own elections. 10 News anchor Shay Smith joining us to explain reaction to that move. Shay?
That's right, John and Brittany. One of the biggest changes in this executive order is the protocol for registering to vote. But Trump also wants to impose other changes that could affect voters right here in East Tennessee. The new executive order changes a lot of things for voters and election boards. Mark Stevens with the Anderson County Election Commission says Tennessee already has some of the protocols included in the executive order in place.
Are there things that we do already? Yes. Are there things that we're going to have to start doing differently? Yes.
The order would require people to prove they are citizens when they register to vote.
If you fly on an airplane, if you buy beer, or liquor or a firearm or anything, you have to show an ID. I just don't have a problem with that.
Proof of citizenship includes a United States passport, a real ID, or military identification card, but not a birth certificate. Right now, Tennessee is one of 36 states that have laws that require voters to show some sort of ID at the polls. States that do not require any identification include California, Oregon, Nevada, among others. Another thing the executive order would change, election equipment. Stevens says that is what will impact Tennessee the most.
Also making sure that the equipment that we have is up to the specifications of the current as far as the security part. A lot of counties are going to be in a situation where they're going to be looking at purchasing new voting equipment to be in compliance.
But in the Constitution, the election clause gives states and Congress the primary responsibility to regulate the time, place, and manner of holding elections. The League of Women Voters says in a statement, in part, the order is not about protecting elections. It's about making it harder for voters, particularly women voters, to participate in them.
Shay joins us now. There's also a proposed change to mail-in ballots.
That's right. The order also requires that all ballots must be received by Election Day. Now, this overrides states that accept congressional mail-in ballots that are postmarked by Election Day but are received afterwards. The order also says the Department of Homeland Security, in coordination with the DOJ administrator, can review each state's voter registration lists and records.
All right, thanks so much for that update, Shay. We appreciate it.